Hey, did I miss one? I did.
I don't need any attention right now. Never wanted the easy path. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
One of subclass I dislike is the Bard one. Yeah, reading through them, obviously not having had time to try all of them. The ones that I have less expectation for are Blade Singer and College of Glamour, but I'm always gonna reserve judgment until I can get hands on. $105 XP. Very close. Sure, find something to kill. Some plants, I guess. Arcane Archer special arrows use int? Yes.
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beat.
Heading out without Isabel's blessing? Have you got a death wish?
Yes. Try out Counter Charm with College of Glamour. Could be fun. I like where your head's at.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Of course I missed. Yeah, seems right.
Very well.
Tabletop, you can get Blade Song Wizard, AC up really high, probably even more in BG3. Here's the thing about that Project 7. AC doesn't really matter all that much, because there's better defensive options in this game, particularly resistance, damage reduction, and then also just mobility as a whole. A little bit of AC here and there is nice, especially if the opportunity cost is low. But, like, for example, on a level 1 fighter, you can already, in Act 2, you can get enough AC reliably without doing anything too crazy that there's 2 enemies in the game that can hit you with attack rolls. So, like, sure, Blade Singer getting a little bit more sounds appealing, but when you look at how that's not sustainable in terms of Blade Singer's long rest resources, and then you look at, okay, what am I losing from not playing the other wizard subclasses? It seems like the value is very surface level from what I've looked at so far. But again, I always am a proponent of actually try shit out personally before shooting it down. So, like every other subclass, I'll be playing it.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Miss. It's okay, we got action search. You do get your arrow back if you miss bursting arrow. Keep that in mind. That's important. For solo, no crit protection for Blade Singer makes it a bit harder. Yeah, you don't get crit protection with Blade Singer until Act 3 without turning off your Blade Song, right? Yeah, China Gold Strong, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Guessing the true value of Blade Singer would be the extra attack and full caster who could scribe. Yeah, Rox, I think so. Hey, Revan, good to see you. Just got home from work, decided to take new subclass for a spin. What's up first for you? Do I want to eat that? No, I don't think I do. So let's get you over there. Oh, well, that's not very nice. My accuracy. Alright, I'll have to be careful this next turn. Read all the patch notes, just dive in. We read through the notes for about an hour and a half on stream. First 90 minutes or so of the stream was that. Looking at all of them, Hexblade looks pretty fun. Yeah, a lot of people very hyped for Hexblade. Understandably so. I know I'm on low ground. Hurting them. There we go. That worked out. So throughout that fight, something to pay attention to is that my Arcane Arrow was refunded every time Bursting Shot missed. We'll be messing around with an interaction made possible because of that. I think the sleeper subclass when you swashbuckler a rogue. I think the only reason that's true is because people refuse to even engage with rogue's kit. It shouldn't be a secret what's so powerful about rogue, much less a rogue that gets a less conditional sneak attack and a bunch of broken shit. Like, it should be very straightforward, yet here we are. Got the fright. Nice. How's the Arcane Archer doing? Looks like a variation of Battle Master. Curious to hear your thoughts on it so far. So, like, Arcane Archer is way better than Battle Master could ever hope to be. It's really fucking good. It's really good. Arcane Archer shots are weird. They are. Alright, level 7. So not only do we get another Arcane Arrow, so now we have 5. Magic Arrow. All of our ranged attacks are considered magical to overcome resistance. So even using a non-magical bow, we don't care about that. Curving Shot. When you miss with any magical ranged attack, use a bonus action to attack the next closest target with the same attack. Hey, Manic Geek, thank you for the 53 months with the streak. That's a long time. Cheers. Thank you very much. And those arcane shots get sneak attack? Yeah, if I was a rogue and had advantage, sure. So, what Curving Shot means. Let me paint a picture for you. Let's say I shoot Bursting Arrow, and I miss. Squid Blast got more damage? Tell me more. Let's say I shoot Bursting Arrow, and I miss. Are you thinking Hexblade's Curse for Squid Blast? I would get my Arcane Arrow back that I spent on Bursting Shot. Then, Curving Shot would become available, and I could click my bonus action, and then send a new Bursting Shot at a nearby target. For free. No resource cost. If that new Bursting Shot misses, I get an Arcane Shot refunded. Even though I didn't spend one. Hey, Manic Geek, thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate that. Long time support. Thank you so much. Again, 53 months subscription streak. OG, thank you very much. How was your stream? What'd you get up to? welcome in Raiders. If you don't know me, I'm Quag. I do challenge runs, mostly Baldur's Gate 3 these days, last couple years. Today, the final major patch for the game came out. They added a bunch of new classes and stuff to play with, so we've been deep in a build crafting rabbit hole. Built a stacked acrylic keyboard called the Drift Mechanics Austin. Ooh, very nice. Bow choice for Arcane Archer has been crossbow of Arcane Force. The shots do get the bonus force. Yeah, that's pretty cool trade. I was actually messing around with that a little bit in the stress test. So I will not be selling that bow for once. I was thinking Gandrel's bow could be pretty good too. Maybe even that justifies doing like a cleric multi-class. Because if you can get Sacred Munitions piercing shot, that's pretty funny. But yeah, so to recap what I was just talking about, if I miss a bursting shot, I get curving shot. If I miss the curving shot, I get the arcane shot refunded from the missed free bursting shot. But because I didn't spend one, I just got one for free. So if I can set up an interaction, set up a combat where I miss 2 consecutive shots on a target, I can get back an arcane arrow. Meaning, as long as I have one, I can just keep printing more resources. Could it be that's a bug? It's how it works. Who's to say it's a bug or not, but I think it's really fucking funny that I can miss shots to get resources. So I'm gonna do that. We can pick up a new arcane shot. Beguiling Arrow is cool. I can force Charm. Banish, I'm not really too keen on that. Grasping Arrow, I'm gonna want to try an Act 3 with Marco Poison, see if that works. Or trade. Have you gotten around to testing this one yet? But also the movement speed reduction and the slashing damage when they move seems pretty good, so. Applying Blind Shadow Arrow is pretty solid. Crossbow Expert, Redstone, Shadow Arrow is probably a fun setup. We're gonna take Grasping Arrow here. Good lurking, keep fighting the good fight. Thanks, Elena. No dice on Marco, it's not spell enough. Ah, well, thanks for testing. Did you confirm what I said about enfeebling in Craterus? Also, pettiness paid off. Uh-oh. What'd you do, Rabbit? Enfeebling Hex? Yeah, dude, enfeebling. Enfeebling is funny. Got a nice DM from Elgato. Actually nice? Or you nice? Hey, that's actually very good news. That's not pettiness, that's you, doing the right thing.
No traps, please.
Alright, now that we're level 7. Good save Mandara? Let's go to Land Parv and stock up on more short rest potions. A little bit of hope for glamour. You can inspire yourself. Oh. That's pretty cool. Just like with regular bardic inspiration rocks?
The Absolute's war drums beat loud in your chest. How may I serve?
I forgot to get the Persuade Ring from Barkus. I'll get it at some point. It's fine.
Slaughter
No, just Mantle of Inspiration. Oh. Who? Elemental Infusion, sadly, for arcane shots. Weird. Suppose I should expedite getting, Strange Conduit.
Simple enough.
No, actually, before I go up top, let me do the Araj stuff. Hey, Captain. Finally beat House of Grief based on tips you shared. Thanks for that. Hey, my pleasure. And make sure to give yourself the credit. Congrats on the win. Excited to hear it's going well for you.
Should you be interested?
Let me actually prep for this.
Welcome back. With one drop,
Among the many.
so let me adjust my offer. I'm please. I
Yeah, dropping warheads on foreheads is a big part of it. Yep. Gale is very good at that. Lore accurate Gale, as he walks in a room, waves his hand once, no one else is gonna walk out of that room.
I should speak up.
Need something?
Time to make some Squid Blast filth.
You-
Yeah, Hexblade's
it's
Curse
yours to
Retaliation
command.
is something that I'm interested
My
in doing, Trade.
envy is palpable.
Here, I made some notes. Let me actually consult my notes real quick. So yeah, here's my notes on it. Applies proficiency bonus as part of the instance, goes on smites separately. So, finally, Padlock might have a shout. But remember, Hexblade gets stylized smites in its spell list. You know the special psychic damage smite that the Death Knights in Act 3 get? Hexblade gets that. So you don't need to multiclass that, just use that. So Hexblade's Curse didn't go on Agathis. It does go on Agathis, excuse me. It doesn't go on Hex, but it did go on Agathis. So Hex not getting it makes sense because Hex isn't a damage source. But Hexblade's Curse going on Agathis means it should likely go on Ironvine Shield, Fleshmelter Cloak, every individual retaliation effect. And since it matches the damage type, if you're doing like wet Agathis, wet Fire Shield, chill, Hexblade could be adding 16 damage there alone. And then you get another 4 on your Caustic Reprisal. You got Ironvine Shield, you get another 4 there. Etc., etc. It does go on Greater Swoons. Hexblade's Curse does. Something interesting. What's that, 2D dude?
Can't you talk some sense?
Because there's something wrong with...
Warlocks get more spells? Yes. At least Hexblade. Hexblade gets its own... Well, Warlock spell list has expanded, but Hexblade gets some cool, unique spells. I was just talking about this a moment ago. But, the Psychic Damage Smite, Staggering Smite that the Death Knights in Act 3 get, yeah, Hexblade can get that shit. Branding Smite, a spell only notable because it's a ranged smite that only paladins got access to. Yeah, well, Hexblade gets that shit too. Some cool stuff. Why is a star in bald? Why isn't yours?
Just be quick.
Should you be interested? With one drop. No.
Secret Paladin nerfs? The Paladin's always been shit, but Hexblade continuing to invalidate its existence is very funny.
Yes. Oh, it's...
Mythal Hair and Mirror in the wrong places. Yeah, Squid Blast is,
Lies before me.
I was thinking, Trade, Squid Blast, but on Stars Druid. So you have the Druid thing on your bonus action. I mean, the extra spell is Warlock learns 2 spells at level 2, at least Hexblade for me. That's weird, but okay. Oh, I needed to buy Ring of Reaction too while I'm there. I'm so scatterbrained. I'm just so excited to be on this patch. I'm just yapping away, you know? But yeah, one of my build plans is, I want to do a, Hexblade Monk, and maybe at the same time I can do some archery. Especially with those ranged smites.
Only he had gone further. Welcome back, true soul. You've come in the spirit of trade.
Are you also automatically picking first dialogue if you spam space and dialogue too hard? Not that I've seen so far, but I'll watch out for it.
Come.
Hexblade get extra attack independently packed to the blade? No. Or at least it didn't in the stress test, Revan. And maybe they've changed that from the stress test to release, but in the stress test, no. Which I found quite annoying.
Can't risk being in it with you.
Yeah, this will be adequate. Well, that's all the ghouls.
Light on my feet.
Brightened, nice. That's curving shot.
Just out of you.
There's an illicit parasite in that
All is
corpse.
planned.
You should take a look.
I saved to negate damage from the arrows. Depends on the shot. But for piercing arrow here, the only part their saving throw matters for is this extra d6. Well, not the only part, but basically I'm still doing almost my full damage,
Collect it. It might
even if
be
they
useful.
succeed. That's the short answer. Let's break this down. Alright, Arcane Shot, Piercing Arrow. Succeeded the save. The way it works is does my weapon damage. And if they fail the save, there's an extra d6. But see how my damage riders are applying? Still save Alfira from Dirge, just knocked her out? Yeah. Take Force Tunnel Repulsor. Other shots work differently. A bursting arrow is an attack roll. No saving throw associated at all. Enfeebling arrow is an attack roll, and then they save to avoid getting 2 turns of Ray of Enfeeblement applied to them. One flight potion. How many flight scrolls do I have? 2. Yeah, that works. Ever cast Ray of Enfeeblement? Most players haven't. It's legitimately a good effect. It's just you know, you have to stick it and then you have to concentrate. It's a lot of commitment, but it's impactful. Clarifying is yes, then she has to be knocked out before you long rest. Can't just knock her out in camp. Yeah, that's correct, Kara. If you knock her out in the camp, then she still dies. You need to knock her out to prevent her from showing up to the camp.
What's that?
Disc is similar to one you found
So this is what
before.
they changed.
This time, the symbols
You don't
easily
need
resolve
Lae'zel for
into
this one
coherent
anymore.
Words and sentences. The story of Orpheus. Further, the prince, the history, the prince praise. The
So
chosen
before patch
ones.
8, you needed Lae'zel to get the 95 XP from that.
Another story about the Githyanki prince.
If you did not have Lae'zel, you just couldn't do it.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
I think there is utility to actively increasing spell save DC with Arcane Archer and other equipment to be more useful. I think there's utility to increasing the DC, especially if I was trying to reduce incoming damage by sticking something like Enfeeblement consistently. I think there's value to that. Let me put it this way. I invested in intelligence. You know I never do that. I invested in intelligence. Cats.
Softer than a whisper.
7 arcane arrows, man. I have 7. Oh, this is so good. Fucking love this class. It's so good. Let's change the kit a little bit here. Go Grimskull.
Better be cautious.
We're gonna go Sorrow for an action refresh combat opener.
Don't waste a step.
How do you set this up in the early game in order to do it solo? So I just got slapped around doing it regularly. Which part, Kurt Cobain? I'm not sure what you mean. You know if D20 initiative mods working from in-game mods? No idea. Any other favorite classes? What you've seen for the new patch? Really into the idea of Stars Druid build crafting. There's some really cool tech you can't get anywhere else in Stars Druid, like Unbreakable Concentration, for example. You can get it in a much more limited capacity as a Conjuration Wizard, but you can set up yourself to, like, you won't lose your concentration. It's not like you mathematically won't, it's you won't. So that opens up concentrating on, like, retaliation builds where you're intentionally taking damage. That's a really cool thing. Like your class setup combat style early on, I guess. Go back and watch about it, I suppose. Well, I don't really take many combats before level 4 to 5, honestly. I do basically no combat before level 5, and then a lot of... The first half of level 5 was not really combat. You don't have to rush the early game. A lot of it is prep, the building blocks for your run. I didn't start doing heavy combats until level 6. What, arrows pushing at me off the edge? Yes. I took beat Martial Adept to get 1 superiority die every day, so I do have Battle Master maneuvers. And that's what that was. Yeah, Arcane Archer just being a better Battle Master. But also being able to be a Battle Master.
One day I'll catch a break. Maybe I should. No, this is good.
Arrow printing really does a lot for the subclass. You can print arrows with Curving Shot, but like even without that, having 7 arcane arrows per short rest at level 7, where Battle Master doesn't have that many at level 12. Trash Squid Blast still did 100 damage to fists. Good. Church of Squid Blast trade. Bot ran up its sub again. Fake fan. Complain about how Will got no love. Battlemaster's still suffering. I mean, Will also not getting love is tragic. I like Will's character, and he was done dirty. But Battlemaster is an example of the squeaky wheel getting the grease, and the reason why a Paladin and a Battlemaster never got their issues resolved, their critical issues that limit them in an optimization environment versus every other class, is because those issues were vehemently denied by non-build crafting spaces. Masquerading as build crafting spaces. Yes, I'm talking about r/BG3 builds. So, like, Battlemaster has no resource sustain at all. You can run out of your resources in the first turn of combat, and then you have no subclass. But Arcane Archer not only has passive value, it's got a heavy focus on active value, And instead of getting 5 or 6 maneuvers per short rest, you get 10.
Flick of the
Fucking
wrist.
10. And the maneuvers are better.
Exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
It's been annoying how many bonus actions at once now since Hex and Hexblade's Curse are on a bonus action. I think it might justify Grit now, Trade. Unironically. Like, it's, wonky, but I think, greater health Grit is the answer. You're throwing things at Grim for gravity damage, you have to throw the items that pass it through him instead of hitting him. I feel like I didn't get gravity damage half the time. It needs to be a heavy enough item. That's all it is. It needs to be a heavy enough item, and you need to be high enough.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the words.
Yes, you did.
So, like, daggers are not heavy enough to ever do gravity damage, for example.
Of many
They
hearts,
just won't.
one soul. Many.
Shoot point not available right now. Do have Luck of the Far Realms. Yeah, let's save Minty. Oh, do I want to deal with the Ogre? Zarel actually fights back now. I do want to deal with the Ogre first. Trying to throw a potion at a teammate to heal some 0 HP in combat, throw the potion directly at them, right next to them, right next to them. I haven't cleared the dock, so pushing someone here could actually get me in trouble. Let's do it anyway.
You were witness
Oh, sorry, it
assaulting
was an
someone.
accident.
You're headed for the cells.
It was an accident. Well, they don't buy it was an accident. Let's fight.
Usually, this is the point.
Would you mind being, like, closer to that? That would work better for me. No? Not interested? Fine. Grasping Arrow entangled. So you take 2 to 12 slashing damage when you move, and your movement speed's reduced. Glad you wanted the opportunity to move.
Just out of view. These boots have seen everything.
The guard's just patrolling in here. Okay.
Murdered someone in view of a guard.
Yeah.
These boots have seen everything.
Doors are still doors. Feel the pain in Quag's soul whenever his strength's too low to shove someone effectively. It sucks, Revan. Hey, Nap, thank you for the raid. Thank you very much. How was your stream? What'd you get up to? Welcome, Raiders. If you don't know me, I'm Quag. I do challenge runs. Mostly BG3 stuff. Playing Arcane Archer on patch 8. The subclass is fair and balanced. Let's lie and call it fair and balanced. I'm gonna blatantly lie to you guys. Nothing to see here. No issues at all. It's not crazy. I don't know what gave you that idea. Feel we hacked a lot to in every boss fight in Elden Ring. Ooh, that sounds really fun. Any super memorable boss fights doing that? I'll use the speed pot. So let's try for oh, doors, right. Oh. Let's grasp mirror at you. Alright, you're frightened, that's cool. Rykard seems horrible because the lava stuns Torrent and the Serpent Hunter doesn't work. Ugh. I guess that's the once per FromSoft game. Hey, if you try to have fun without the designated weapon, nothing works. Not nothing. Exaggeration, but, you know. So we put on Peg, so Abjure Enemy doesn't work here. Kinda down to go Mirror Image.
First step is the hardest.
Knock you down. I have an angle here.
Here we go again.
Swing arrow. Oh, cool. Prone frightened. We take those. Make sure I'm not standing in a place where I can get pushed. Get lethargic next turn. Let's get you entangled. Now you're frightened, cool. Kill is great. An ice arrow on him. Alright, you're still frightened. Wait, do you take that damage every time you move? Ain't no way. I thought it was one time, but is it every time? Drinking a Featherfall potion in case the worst happens. No, I want you to run it. Don't jump, run. Do you just take that damage? Okay, and you don't get to save on this effect at all after it's happened? You just... That's crazy, actually. Grasping Arrow is fucked. That's crazy. I like it.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, that's... So just for 10 turns, 3 meters less on their movement speed, and they just take 2d6 slashing when they move. I like that he jumped instead of taking more damage. It was very smart. Yeah.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Make a build for torturing your enemies.
Never wanted the easy path. Moving ahead.
The 2d6 also count as magical. I'm unsure how that damage is set up. If it's set up like, the way similar effects, like Hunter's Dagger Ruptured works, then it's that person doing non-magical damage to themselves. I need to try it against, like, a Shadow Cursed Undead to see if it gets their bonus necrotic, or I need to slap on some damage riders like lightning charges and stuff and see if that applies. I need to see if it's my damage or their damage. Just kite Slayer Orin while she has full stacks till she dies? You could. Now, Slayer Orin does have 2 bonus actions and 2 kinds of jumps, so... Grasping Arrow followed by Fear? Yeah, you could. Grasping Arrow, Mystic Scoundrel, Command Approach. Oh. Oh. Maybe I'm mistaken for a couple shots. Thought it said your attack roll was 30. It was boosting that high on a non-crit. So, yeah, the result was 30. I can go back. Find the 30. Hang on. 26. Where's the 30? 18. 15. 25. There's 30. So, my proficiency bonus is +3. My weapon is a +1. I have archery fighting style. Bow of the Banshee gives you extra accuracy on your ranged attack rolls against frightened targets. And then my dex mod is +3. So all that, I rolled a 17. My bonuses carried that up to 30. Posted patch 8 Squid Blasts in BG3. Let me check this out. Yeah, that's funny. Iceblade's Curse on the blasts and on Crater Swoons. X. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, hopefully Minthara works.
I will not be slandered!
The facts it. Oi! What? You enough!
A blast of men.
Let me make sure.
Yes,
You blame.
of
Who's then?
the goblins.
You. And what would you do?
The
to
camera
those
work is
that have
definitely
failed
different.
you?
They are put
True.
The
Make
framing.
Our passing slow, disciple Zorel. And what do you have?
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
I missed Sheep Thara.
Bye-bye, princess.
Kill the goblins too.
I gotta try to polymorph her for this scene.
What? No!
Somehow.
Creaking old bag
Maybe I use 2 party members and I have greater invis, so that it doesn't start a fight. But I gotta try it.
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Yeah, they have made the game more cinematic in patch 8. They've changed a lot of camera angles and animations. I didn't think I would notice things like that, but yeah, that's cool. Attacks and Thorm are underrated, like those would have done it. Yeah, that goblin is different.
Or better yet,
Like with his AC and with that armor, with that damage reduction, and she's doing that?
important matters to
You know,
attend to.
I know, gameplay and story segregation, but
Of course
still
not,
cool.
my lord. Thank you.
Apparently one of the chests with the Entombed Scribe is locked this patch. Weird. Area of the Small, baby. True.
You heard the general. The goblins are yours. Do. Here.
Yeah.
You're gonna fight me.
The seat of the Absolute's power.
They actually took
Appointed by
Minthara
the
downstairs.
general
Okay,
cannot be
cool.
killed.
That didn't happen last run.
But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
Spelltusk armor's no more in early act 1? You tell me. I messed up? Mm-hmm. Magic weapon. I was gonna shriek. Instead, I'm gonna sing.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
There are no gods left to you, Minthara. You are alone.
You will witness assault.
The sing is in case they go for confuse. Got the frighten on you. Oh, I overestimated them.
To be great, I didn't think anyone would come for me. I will pretend the lead the way. Fresh orders. What to do? Light on my feet. Let's see what this does.
Anyone of them could be elevated to true soul, should they accept the absolute.
So, like, I also want to point out that full resource dump on that fight, that was only about half my resources. That's how good the sustain on this subclass is. Like, even this early.
I love the other.
Ah, they didn't fix that. They didn't fix that. They didn't fix that. Alright, Minthara and Halson still share a tent.
We must eradicate them. Swear that you will keep me. Rest well. You wish to consult me? A mistake. When you...
Hey, Forest Fae. Still going with a legend. It's patch 8 day. I'm committed, you know? Why do you do that to us? Because I hate you. Not you individually, you collectively. Hope that helps. You're the best. That doesn't exist. I still have 3 arcane arrows. And my battle master shot. That hunter's mark. I kind of want to keep concentrating on magic weapon, to be honest.
A house of healing. For all the good it does anyone now.
Quag isn't real? How could Quag be real when our eyes aren't real? Wake up, sheeple. We still have action surge. What's my opener here? A good opener spell, perhaps? Just regular arrow, I guess. Grasping arrow probably pretty good here, but I want to save my resources here. Range disarm. Got range on piercing here. Right on you. Yeah, this is absolutely worth the speed pot. It's my bloodlust action. You're all frightened. Pop over here. Tweet's about 40 years old. Just noticed Quag's there. Oldie but a goodie. Frightened. Keep damage rolling on you. Put out the light on my bow. Awfully annoying. Can still do that. Oh yeah, many target arrows still remove the Shadow Curse tag from Shadow Curse Undead, so Shadow Curse Human is now human and suffering from the Shadow Curse. More. Short rest potion. Let's keep fighting. Elemental Cleaver on Giant Barbs, DRS. I've heard. Oh, it scares me. I think I know what's coming, but spell it out. I think I know about the other thing you're thinking. DRS damage rider as damage source. Basically, a bonus damage thing that counts as its own instance. Hey Finn, Arcane Archer, it's so good. I'm having so much fun. How are you? Can you repeat what undeaded, what unundeaded that undead? Sure. Arrow of Many Targets. The forks from Arrow of Many Targets can just remove the Shadow Cursed undead tag from things sometimes. So can Crawler Mucus. You can even do this to Harper Jonas, and then he'll help you fight against the shadows there, and then go with the rest of the gang to Last Light and just hang out on the bridge forever. Expecting something a little more obscure than that? Nope. It's that simple. So kind of you to save those poor undead. I'm a merciful god. Alright, we're gonna take off that, lose my aid. Does this still do the funny? Oh yeah. They get up. Patch 8 fixed everything. Do you see it now? I do. They didn't change Rat-Bat. Not to my knowledge, but I haven't gotten to Rat-Bat yet. Wrong person to ask. Yeah, Trade would know. This is so disgusting. Just piercing arrow spam is so fucking good. Why does it get extra attack? Why is it so unfathomably based? Like, why am I allowed to do this? The existence of Arcane Archer and Hexblade Warlock is making me want to do a run with all D20 inspired builds. Should do it. I got poisoned. It's rude. Pushing attack. Didn't get pushed. Rude. Hey, when in doubt, just keep clicking the funny button. And once more. And by once more, I meant once more, but like with the number after one. Okay, good. Problem solved. I know what they did. Yeah. So, like, even in light of that, kind of still wildcard gaming. But, you want to share your findings with the class? Nice crit. These guys are immune to Frightened, but I just don't really care. Athletics failed. What are you gonna do? Hit me? That's what I thought. Wanna go more sanity check? Yeah, sounds good. Also new ranger subclass? I haven't played it. I do not currently have any thoughts on it.
If not over, then through. Strange. The dust on the leftmost corner.
We're playing for the next run when you finish tonight. Gonna finish my run, or... Sorry, I get confused sometimes.
Can't keep me out.
I don't know, I probably just turn every new class into an archery build.
It's been a long day. I need to rest soon.
What would I do after this? I do still want to do Evocation Wizard. And... maybe I do Stars Druid, Evocation Wizard Will.
That might be worth a look.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Maybe something like that. But I do still want to do Death Cleric. There's a lot of runs I want to do. I don't know. I'll be putting in a lot of time this week. Between my solo and various co-ops.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Do I not have a bigger bludgeoning weapon? No, I do. Never did Enchantment Wizard, did you? Still have not yet. Switch up your build on ours? Maybe I swap out Storm for Shadow. Probably not, though. Maybe, I mean, I had considered the idea of taking a Warlock dip at some point. Maybe I take a Hexblade dip. Like everyone else is doing. We'll see. Maybe I put in a Death Cleric chunk, actually. Level 6 Death Clerics can ignore necrotic resistance. Maybe that. Still not enough strength? Come on. Oh, fine. Oh, I'm not wearing the right boots. That's why those weren't Swiresy shoes at all. I knew that was enough. A lot of synergies with the vibe of mine, all the new shit I barely dipped my toes in. Yeah, I do like this concept of big necrotic damage. Just picking up necrotic from a bunch of different classes, slapping that all together. The big necrotic number. Because when I think it is Crisis Averted, we're fine, it's just a giant barb thing. Yeah. It's... they did a silly with how giant barb applies damage. I thought my character was going to fall there. So, like, Giant Barb, legitimately the damage is terrifying. But, ultimately, the rest dependency means you probably won't be seeing me playing much of it. At least not as a throw build. If you're new to the channel, I don't like long resting. I don't do much of it. Sprinted to check Fangs to see if what I thought was happening was happening. Fangs untouched. Hexblade Curse, Fangs is a thing though? Oh yeah. I guess it is competing with Brutal Critical Fangs. It's not really a competition, but... Alright, we're halfway through level 7. What can I do right now? We got Ring of Reaction. I can go fight the spider. Could also long rest. I still have Luck of the Far Realms. I don't want to long rest yet.
Better not be cursed.
You're saturating, yes. Like you have 4 key points. Hey, mornings. Just got here. I was Arcane Archer working out. It's really fucking strong. It's very fun. I'm having a great time. Let me buy the Persuade Ring from Barkus before I forget again. Direct Fangs get a Hexblade's Curse. So, one of the few things the hype crowd is actually completely on target about is the power of Hexblade as a 1-level dip. I don't think they're necessarily attributing it to Hexblade's Curse the way they should be. Like, the rest of the stuff, nice, yeah, Warlock 1 has always been a nice dip in this game, but, like, Hexblade's Curse is really strong.
Ah, you found your way. That is, you'll need it. The brilliant retort will aid, but what now? I'm sure you would.
Because you can crowbar Hexblade's Curse damage onto almost any instance of your damage. And at that point, it can scale very well because it is your proficiency bonus as part of that instance, meaning you can scale it with vulnerability. Multi-instance things, it'll go on each instance. It can get very, very strong. For example, if you made something Bludgeoning Balm, you Hexblade's Curse, you Flurry of Blows. Well, Hexblade's Curse has added 16 damage, and if you add Craterous Wounds on, it'll be adding another 8 on top of that. Your particular ability from Arcane Archer, you rate above the others? Yeah, Piercing Arrow. Yeah. Like Pollock Grove said, Piercing Shot is my beloved. I have an irrational attachment to it. Anything else I want to buy right now? I guess we buy Cloak of Protection and Amulet of the Harvest from Tally.
If you're all right,
You can only do that on one target though per short rest. Not necessarily Olive Peel. When you hit something with a weapon that you have bound as a Hexblade, you have a chance of applying Hexblade's Curse. I think it's something around a 50% chance, if not a straight 50%. You just hit someone with a melee attack, and there's a high chance they just get that placed on them. So, sure, the option to just directly apply the curse on your bonus action is once per short rest, but you always have the option of hit someone with your melee weapon. Might try Hexblade 4 elements first. That seems dope. Yeah, Revan. I was thinking Hexblade to force your packed weapon to be dex scaling, thanks to dexterous strikes, and then you just run around doing you know, swing your packed weapon once, apply Hexblade's curse, then you start doing your monk shit at them. You need to notice how pretty the tab is. Isn't she? This was click 1 of the randomizer, Ben. I don't know. The randomizer just cooks. That's wild, yeah. I don't spend time in character creation. The game just makes hot characters for me. One of the many reasons this is game of the century. Random, I was just feeling Gandhi today. Yep, that's Chunky Fangs. Is that Marco? Yeah, no, I see the 4 fire there. That's Marco. This dual wielding Fangs, or... Wait for second half. Hey, control. Speed of hot characters. The full moon on the 12th make anyone even more feral. Not dual wielding, just Marco. Still very, very impressive. Alert Tavern Brawler. Gotcha. You really don't need Tavern Brawler. Yeah, I think, honestly, dual wielder Rhapsody is probably more optimal. Probably. If you have good ways of mitigating accuracy loss, I guess Magic Club over Rhapsody.
The absolute war drums beat loud in your chest. How may
Shopping for grass seed. Feel not the good kind of grass seed either. Aging control. Okay. I'm feeling that too. Yeah, I have the good kind. Flexing on this JD. Never change. For Gauntlet of Shar, we're most likely going to be using Nair Misser. Most likely. Dancing Grease still doesn't have a sneak attack animation. I thought they mentioned that in the notes. I mean, can't expect every fix to actually fix, but... By Fistbreaker Helm. Spell save DC should help my Arcane Arrows. So we do want our DC items.
slaughter well?
Doritos flavored Jello cups? My stomach hurts reading that.
do you hail from?
I was a farrier in Dissaring Valley. The Absolute's war drums beat loud in your chest. How may I serve?
Alright, depleted land tarps money.
Slaughter.
Let's go, refresh his inventory with the Zarel check. We just gotta succeed insight. We're just gonna roll good.
General Thorm's prayers.
Even you.
Excellent. The goblet. No. Betty.
Her mind enters your tongue.
I see you like to handle underlings physically. Let's
She every emotion so
I'm gonna buy Zarel's scrolls from her. Expensive, but an opportunity to try something else out.
cool. She gave me everything I.
her pulse.
She and the vet. That's it. Play along. But we have lost contact with him.
What's the
It is
relic?
something that General Thorm desires. But
Didn't succeed. On this run, fortunately, I don't really care all that much. I don't have plans for Dwarven Splint. I'm not doing melee, surrender, mind and body, not a big deal. I do still like having the items, though. Yes, Zarel handled me physically. Zarel finally got a brain transplant. Zarel can actually handle me physically.
so why are you here? Oh, good.
What's the relic?
It is.
She's suddenly nervous.
Hey, we got it.
On edge.
Check
Talking
thoughts.
about the relic makes her anxious.
Rolled good.
Whatever Balthazar is looking for. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Court.
Bugbear Court? What about the Bugbear Gallon? Handle you what way? I think you know. Would you buy the handle? Listen. I see strong lady. I want her to beat me up. Is that so wrong?
The Absolute's ward took a liking to you, did she? Watch yourself.
Is that okay with you, chat?
Breaks her toys once she's done with them.
This is the way. Alright, we can bring Karlak to talk to Lantarv whenever. For some free soul coins. Pretty nice.
We are each of us. Even those.
But before we do that, let's go deal with Malice Thorm. Big lady tax. Thanks to the 1337, Danny. Much appreciated. Does go a long way. I can speak. Does go a long way. Ugh. You know what I'm saying. Thank you. Yummy. Hey, Tony Har. I'm still having so much fun with this class, by the way, chat. Like, my enthusiasm has not waned for even a minute. Like, this is just fun. I do highly recommend Arcane Archer. I've been having a blast with it. Revamped animations and combos because I can't spacebar through anymore. You gotta watch them all now. Why doesn't Monk Orpheus have Step of the Wind? Good question. Red Dancing Breeze, normal sneak attacks, different body types, still no animation. Weird. Guess we'll need modders to fix that one. We are going for dialogue here. And I kind of completely forgot to actually have resources. Important step. Time for those 120-hour playthroughs to come back? Yeah, apparently. Or guess which early game combo discovered this in. Hey, so do you think they changed the leg thing? Now, you didn't hear it, but I felt it. At least 5 heads just snapped towards the screen when I said that. Am I wrong? I flip around so fast. See? I know my audience. Neck hurts.
Come, step forward.
Yeah, light mirror, whatever.
We do not wish to see you suffer, soul.
They'll make me sick. Yomp, thank you for the raid. Kara, thank you for the gifted sub to Forest Fae. Yomp, how's your stream? How's your day? Welcome in, everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Quag. I do challenge runs, mostly BG3 stuff. We're playing Arcane Archer on patch 8. It's so much fun. I really love this subclass. Excited to showcase it. It's very strong. It's time for a medical appointment. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We're gonna roll good though. That was a trial roll. Okay. Just had to actually roll good. Alright.
Come, I will acquaint you with the lady's dark-fingered embrace.
I should call her. But a fumbling squire before a master swordsman. Please demonstrate so that I might learn. Alright, well, if you flip the numbers there, we got the roll we need. With advantage? That's just rude. This is the roll, though. A 2 and a 1? Alright, dice. Fine. Fine, I'll fight him.
Oh, but...
A 2 and a 1. Alright, man. I know you felt that strongly about it. I got him with Grasping Arrow and Tangled. Now for 10 turns, he just gets hurt when he moves. Doesn't seem fair. Are you permanently armed? No. It'd be really funny if you just didn't... Oh, you don't technically have a weapon. Oh, okay. That answers that. You know, what if you just, like, couldn't move? I kind of like that idea. That's usually my target of YOLO Poisoner's Ring, understandably. That's how far he got on a dash. Yeah, let's speed pot. Use one of those actions. Caustic Band. Piercing Arrow. You're frightened. What if I just did it again, though? Yeah, I like that. Get Bloodlust action. I want to knock you prone, because then ability drain gets reset. Let's instead... not fire. No special arrow. Keep shooting you. Piercing arrows AoE the same as the Sword Grimforge. Similar? Similar. What if I did use Undead Slay? That'd be funny. Yeah, I like that. But curdling emission on both instances? Feels good. Alert for food, now have a nice stream. Thanks so much for the raid, Yump, and for the well wishes. Always happy to have you and your community around. You know what else gets bought potentially by Hexblade's Curse? Tell me more. I've done that first, but it's fine.
Good. Again.
Frightened. Backlash that. Sonic Backlash and Poisons.
This wretch must be flayed.
I was under the impression it would be attack rolls, but I suppose, logically speaking, it might not necessarily be.
The saw's teeth will open the way for a shadow.
I'll backlash that. Gonna run at me? Thank you for taking damage. $42. That's unfortunate. So they did change synaptic consumption. Yeah, I'm imagining it doesn't apply the drain again at the start of the turn after you've applied it. That's what I'm guessing, at least. Yeah. Yeah, cool. That could have rolled high enough to kill me. Don't love that. Good thing I'm not hastened. Forgot that applies slow. Don't have a Misty Step Scroll. Well played, Malice. Heal him. I wasn't paying attention. That could actually screw me up quite a lot here. No longer slowed, so it should be fine. I think we started a duo honor run today as Astarion. Definitely romancing Minthara. Nice. Yeah, no, I zoned out. He totally could have killed me on that. On the belt and saw damage. It's up to 66. He just didn't roll all that great. Curving shot, thank you. Brain atrophy no longer works. They made the ability to tick properly. I wonder if they changed the lesser version. Absorb Intellect. I thought they would. But why are you up there? What are you doing? Get down here. Don't have turns for it to work. Could you make it work in conjunction with ability drain, do you think? You might need multiple party members draining its intelligence, but... Or, not intelligence, you know, relevant stat. Dexterity is what we drain usually, right? For that. Might work with Dex drain. Alright, so first close call of the run. Mostly just due to me zoning out after being live for 12 hours.
Let's have a look.
But the darkness, or the light suppression, or I should say, around Wraithwind that originates as Malice Thorm is now gone. We can wake up Art Cullo whenever we want. Used up all my inspos. That sucks. Quick fake out. Poor second half stream. Keep us on our toes. Yeah, it did. I think I burned one more short rest potion here. Planning on doing Surgeon Subjugation on Zarel, and we could set up big funny crits. Banshee for this. Herald. Still Banshee. That's a rope. Well, actually having to reserve crowd control effects for her is what we did before patch 7. So she is playing in a way.
Need any advantage I can get. Alright. Time to skulk about.
You were witnessed assault.
Alright, disarmed. Weapon dropped. I think she's okay.
There's a parasite in that
Yeah, I think she's
corpse,
okay.
brimming with potent
She's gonna make it through
magic.
that. Feebling arrow rolled as low as it possibly could have.
Never wanted the easy path.
How's she gonna handle you now? Maybe in the next life. She thought she got the play. She thought.
Jahira wants to know about supplies. When you make it
To buy Harmonium Halberd from Damon.
just about do.
Need anything?
He is humanoid slang. That's fun. Things sorted this way. Weird. Give me... What was I here for? Albert. What do I need the halberd for? The docks. Hey Sifa, how's Arcane Archer run going? Very fun. I'm enjoying myself quite a lot. We are almost 12 hours in. We are getting pretty close to level 8. Where we get our 3rd feat. I don't even know what I'd do with my 3rd feat here.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer.
I should probably start thinking about that. Also, at some point, we're going to fight Ethel and then respec around the hag hair to have 18 decks. Doesn't have to be now, though. So the reason we got the halberd is I have 20 strength with that equipped. Anything cool with crossbow expert in mind? We could do crossbow expert. I could switch to using Herald or Giant Breaker. And do crossbow expert. I don't mind that idea. Thing is, so far I've been using mostly makeshift bow and bow of the Banshee. But crossbow expert, maybe. Kermit gaping, very comfortable around a campfire with friends.
This calls for careful footwork. Another step forward.
So Zealot Arden, the guy we just threw, is the owner of everything here on the dock. So once he dies, we can just loot whatever we want. Nobody gives a shit.
Open up.
Feats have I chosen so far? Alert and Martial Adept. Yes, Martial Adept. A feat that very few people have even seriously considered taking. I have to make the campfiring very comfortable around the Kermit Gate with more campfires. Yeah, you do. Hold off on applying that last one.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Don't waste a step.
What is gape? A widened butthole. Why did I explain that so clinically? Call after dark. Hey, Dex.
Arrested for.
Nope, I'm not. You thought, but it's actually inaccurate, Amelia. I'm not being arrested for. Come get me. Frightened. Good fight.
With haste.
No, it's your. How do I get more gape? Practice.
Can I go?
Oh yeah, I should switch back to, like, actual fighting people gear. That would be helpful here. Sure, I'll get my hit chance off the ranged weapons. How are you? Always hitting a decent percentage. +0 bow. It's not a +0 bow. It's a +1 bow. But I have archery fighting style. That's certainly helping. Bow of the Banshee itself also gives you extra accuracy against frightened targets.
I have something to ask.
Sometimes I use coatings.
Why don't you and Zeb talk? If you're not at whatever.
I never get that XP. Talked off here? No, is that why?
Swift as my feet can carry me.
You're Using makeshifts, also no Titan String. No Titan String. Titan String doesn't do anything noteworthy on my Arcane Archer special shots, whereas the other bows that I've chosen for this run do. Bow of the Banshee, for example. Also, that accuracy problem you mentioned, Titan String doesn't do anything about that.
And, well, in it.
Mark's Wall for lightning resist in case the lightning arrow comes our way. Some more short rest potions. Why not? Needed absorbent like test on me. I promise it won't be scratched this time. This time, he says. Oh, Warden. Would you like a nap? I think you would.
You were witnessed assaulting.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
She succeeded on the disarm. But that's okay. She's sleepy. Break her up with that. Or she's gonna Hellish Rebuke while literally asleep. That's fine. She's surprised. Did get her with Grasping Arrow and Tangle, so that's cool. Acid Arrow. Improve my hit rate next. She is surprised. I don't want to commit action surge here. She's sleepy. Do I have a humanoid sling? She is frightened, she is feeble, she's entangled. Here, close the door. Maybe she'll lightning arrow my feet through the door, but probably not. Action search. I want to guarantee damage here, so we're doing piercing arrow. Back to Ring of Absolute Force. Do I have scrolls to deal with the scrying eye up there? Oh, I'll try to throw it, I guess. Absorbent Elect looks untouched from first glance, that's cool.
On my way.
Avoiding the Scrying Eye sight cone until it goes to this window lets you throw it directly in the pit. Lets you fail athletics. Rolling a 1. Hey, we're almost at the 12-hour mark. Oh, hi.
Need to find a way forward. If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Started to come up here and changed your mind. Okay. Well,
Time to press ahead. Free for the taking. Taking my time in the shadows.
we're playing this the first time. Love it. It's so confusing. There's certainly a lot to learn. Push bop.
It's only a matter of time till we're served up to the necromancer on a platter.
But, great game.
Damn straight. Without me,
Are you enjoying it? Yeah, you said you love it. I hope it's not too frustrating. Feeling out of your depth. This game's so good. Surprise. Piercing arrow. Guaranteed damage. Speed pod isn't a bad idea here. Figure I have these. Gets are perfectly in range for either piercing arrow or call the weak.
Have to keep going.
Only one paladin left down here. Really stuck on the kill the goblin leaders quest. Keep dying no matter what I do. Try a different approach. I played patch 8 because it's still reinstalling. Oh no. 130 gig games. Uninstall and reinstall entirely. Yeah.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp.
We did get a short rest potion from the warden. So drinking another one isn't that crazy. Kidnap most of the inside gob camp fed them the spiders. That certainly works. Absorb intellect isn't hostile if it lands. That seems new. That seems new. Because I feel like I've had Seal Watchers get mad at me for that.
Alright. Time to skulk about.
Disarmed. Yeah, fuck you. They're feeble too. Oh, they're frightened still, that's fine. Oh no. I'm terrified. Dude, look how much it's affecting my accuracy. Actually trying to punch me. I don't know what they were cooking, but they were brave. Alright, prison break time. And then we'll go fight the hook horrors. Then the meadlocks, I think. Piercing arrow should go crazy there.
I'd bet my last copper there's a pier nearby.
This could be our chance, sir.
Hello. He's supposed to go for the tieflings. Didn't. Well, hopefully they don't get through that fast. Over and you prick. Don't leave without them.
My plan for now is to hide out on the...
The easiest one, the priest is done. Smoke egg set up next to drawer every time I shoot them, triggers battle, and I die. Sperminthar every time I get her low HP, knock her out, she heals. So, I would encourage staying away from the barrels approach because, I mean, it's kind of proving that you're not really learning anything, right? You keep trying the same thing and dying. I know it's tempting to just put up a bunch of explosives and nuke them, but you're not learning what's killing you there. Or how to handle the room at all. So it's kind of just going to keep you in a state of not knowing how to address these issues, but for longer. That's my advice as an experienced player. Now, don't let anyone tell you that a particular strategy makes your run not valid or anything. That's toxic elitist shit, and we don't like that. But just my perspective as a challenge runner is the way I learned was by failing at things and then having to adapt. That's the way I continue to learn. That process never stops, right? Big lady, gonna be really big lady. Chew Toy Colossus. We did some Chew Toy stuff. Probably not both at the same time. I'd use Darkness and Silence as a Shadow Monk. Silence I'll often use to, for Thunder immunity. More than anything. I don't click a Darkness from Shadow Monk terribly often, unless my rule set prohibits me from getting it from other sources. Out of Shriek available. Guess Leviatar Scourge makes sense. Sparrows for enemies that almost swept my team. Some petty actions come back to reviving six and barrels underneath. Lost my first honor mode run to the force traps under the crash. Sorry to hear about your lost run, the Reformed Bandit. Yeah, like I said about barrels, I would encourage moving away from them because you won't need them. And often there are options outside of barrels that will kill enemies even more effectively than barrels. That require you to just kind of gauge the room a little bit. It's a rewarding thing that I personally enjoy, but again, play how you like it. I'll stick with Banshee here, I think. Oh, hello. Did not read the patrol pattern very well. That's okay. You're frightened.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Little friend. Was I talking about using piercing shot on very recently? Mean locks. How many more short rest potions do I have? One. All right. We'll be silly. Frightened? Alright, you're both frightened, don't have to do shit. Cool. How's the run going? It's a pretty good, Speedster. I'm having a lot of fun. Starting a Stormkeeper run, going for the moths. Nice. There's be an inverse relationship between learning the game and barrel use, because understanding how ridiculously powerful full party can be makes barrels seem pretty silly. Even outside of that, like, you'll see a lot of use of, let's say, barrels on Portash, for example. You learn the environment, or use paralytic effects, you get more consistent, easier kills on Gortash that don't require you to carry every explosive from the last 3 acts because he has really good dex, and you need to blow him up fast enough that his transformation can't happen and give him force immunity, force and fire immunity. You'll see people do the same thing on Raphael, and like, you know, you could just pick him up and throw him over the railing on the first turn, and he dies, but like, it's what happens when you engage with the fight and learn what works and what doesn't on particular enemies. Party size is a huge contributor, though, as Revan said. Oh, the Banshee just keeping this hook horror from being able to do anything at all to me. Cool.
No traps, please.
Tadpole down here we have no use for, but may as well grab it. Seems the threshold for Absorb Intellect to atrophy without ability drain is 8 int. That is very high. That's kinda crazy. And that's over, what, the 3 turns trade? Excuse me. Apologies.
What the hells is this place?
Excuse me. Got 5 turns.
There's something on the other side.
Need the full duration.
No way through from here.
24, thank you. What's up? Thank you. So, over 5 turns, like, a lot of NPCs are around the 10 to 12 to 13 int range. If you have ability drain int, you could atrophy a lot of stuff with that. Traditionally, Absorb Intellect has been used to atrophy Steel Watchers, but like, this tech, it seems, very applicable. Or figure out a way to get in and out of the colony at will. I don't know how to get back in once you get out without brain cat jumping. I guess if brain cat jumping still works on patch 8, you could dolly port out and brain cat in. Play to the combos, watching my face. Welcome, Dave. Your job to entertain. Failed to save game? What do you mean? Save the game. I gotta go piss girl. Failed to save game. My game can't save. Alright, I guess I'm not saving. BRB. Alright, I'm back. What they say, eyes are the armpits of the face. Happy patch day. Happy patch day, Mark. Boots of Stormy Clamor on my giant barb. Hey, Mark, thank you so much for the raid. I didn't know you were still going. I guess it is fucking 9:30. Mr. Mark the Power Hour. How was your stream? I appreciate you coming by, as always. Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know me, I'm Quag. I do challenge runs. I play way too much Baldur's Gate 3. We're playing Arcane Archer, and it's incredibly fucking fun. I love this subclass. I've been having a very good time. Can my game save, though? Hey, it worked that time. Sure, was fun, just carlacked all over the place. Love it. Mark, Arcane Archer is so good. Our Revenge on Gith Ambush. Ooh, what level are we? Level 9 yet?
Better not be cursed.
9? Let's go. How did I guess that? Like I said, I play this game too much. But well done. Love to hear that the Carlac run is cruising along. Honestly, I'm not really worried about anything else you have left in the run. By the time you have to do, like, Gortash, you'll be super tanky. Nice on Arcane Archer. Yeah, it's... Lately, at least for the last few combats, I have been kind of playing in a way where, resource consumption has been quite high, intentionally. But when playing in a more balanced way, it's just so nice. Like, Piercing Arrow, crazy. Grasping Arrow, bad shit. Enfeebling Arrow, later on, be pretty good. It's been fine for now. Hey, Felicia, thank you for the 8 gifted subs. That's a specific number. Thank you for the 8. Really appreciate it. Why did you do that? Thank you. But why? Hexblade's Curse does go on Psionic Backlash? Okay, yeah, so... Hexblade's Curse is just kind of that guy, huh? 8 subs for patch 8? Oh, you know, that fits. Get loved, nerd. I do feel that. Just ruined Fist Day. 44 damage backlash. Oh, right, because Hexblade's Curse and then Vuln. Oh, man. Doing that shit to Raphael, Duelist Prerogative, double backlash with Hexblade's Curse. That sounds spicy.
She's just a girl and she's on fire. There you go, Quag.
Where's that gone? Alright, last light. Withering Cut's probably disgusting with Hexblade's Curse. Oh, yeah. So, like, yeah, the... Okay, I want to do a level 1 Hexblade run now. No, no. No, that's not even gonna be that funny. But, like, Hexblade is, Hexblade's Curse is fucked up. Let's just put it that way. Goes on, like, everything. But thank you again, everybody, for all the gifted subs, all the raids. We're still going. This is not a me ending stream message. But all the support today has been incredible. It's been cool seeing all these new people and excited for the patch come in. Of course, all the old friends and everything. A lot of gifted subs. That really does help me out. I know we live in very turbulent times, so having disposable is not common. So even more so, I do appreciate the generosity of sending any of that my way. Anyway, Kermit Gape or whatever.
Thank you for saving. You.
Can't wait for the hotfix where they say we told Hexblade's Curse to remember the difference between a weapon and literally every other applied damage in the game. Go do Merkle real quick and start a new run? I could. Enjoyed watching and learning new stuff. About to leave and watch your VOD though. Curious how you play at the early games. Very, very new to this genre. Yeah, if you have any questions at all, Crit Cobain, feel free. I do have a VODs channel. I don't make edited content, so ignore the first link. But the second one, Quag Archive, is my VODs channel. Organized by playlist. every run I've ever done. So, if you're curious how I route around a particular class or whatever, it's all there.
Come here, darling.
Concerned with how seriously you said I could. I mean, I could. It's patch 8, Dade. This ain't gonna happen again. Big Lady looks so good. Look at her. Use this command set to hide the main channel. Thank you. Thank you, Felicia. Made my own Big Lady today. Big Lady! When initiating combat through dialogue, if any of your combat started you immediately attacking out of the gate, just happened to be without fear, initiated combat through dialogue, character attacking defended me, actually didn't do anything. So it sounds like you didn't have your opportunity attack set to ask, Zwifer. Zwifer? Oh, you know, whatever. Correct me. I like getting names right. So NPCs standing up out of chairs or getting out of beds, that's considered movement away. So if you're right next to them when they do that, you can get opportunity attacks. And if your isn't set to ask, then that'll happen.
Me too.
This isn't the. So.
Cookies.
Shall we go for a walk?
Carlack's my big lady at the moment. She has a Shattered Flail. She's a bit temperamental. Yeah, I'm not really a Shattered Flail enjoyer, but the popularity indicates that it's a cool gimmick that people like building around. I'm glad that it exists for those of you who like it. Sorry, I was testing Death Cleric, but I realized she's a small lady, so I crashed and uninstalled the game so I could look at this big lady. Yeah, Jake is howling because he heard big lady. Oh yeah, let's talk to Barkus.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Everyone seems
Getting
to be
Vex's
quite
cookies of the first day, everyone's so silly.
Where is he?
It's not a good idea, it's kind of dumb, but fun. How dare you have fun? Boo! Playing for the memes? For your personal enjoyment? Not being optimal with every single decision? You sick fuck. X-Blade Ratbat? Oh! Oh, that's pretty... Is it an independent chance to apply Hexblade's curse because it's 2 instances? Huh.
Well, now, I believe her. Well.
Right, so I could put Minthara in the party and wake up Art. Or an inspo. Do that. I guess I should bring Karlach to Damon too. Wait. Halcyon not having a tent as of the final patch of the game. I love it. I love that. This is why I wasn't in the stress test. Because you're actually testing.
Good.
Mara, where are you?
Awaiting orders.
Why are you down there?
I've got a long road ahead.
Wait, this is no physical ailment.
My loot. Do you know him?
At the ready.
Waiting for Dade to pitch her tent. Or pitch his tent. It's just order of events. They're both happening.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You wish to consult me? A mistake. When
Hey, I should like recruit Gale or whatever. Keep her testing. We do have more plant fights we could do. But I want to deal with the main locks now. We got Ring of Reaction. Do Amulet of the Unworthy. Egg. Yeah, it should all work. With Banshee, I just see no reason to switch from it. It's just that good. Drake Throw Glaive would help this setup quite a bit. Not worried about it. As Arcane Archer, really fun Zelda Potter. I'm really enjoying it. It's super strong. And something I value very highly in subclasses and in gameplay is consistency. Shadow Thief works? Ooh, yeah, I could Shadow Thief too. One of the reasons why I'm liking Piercing Arrow so much is the consistency is very high. And I really appreciate that. So I'm having a blast. Have you heard the Titan String? Doesn't work on Piercing Arrow.
Should mind my step.
We're free. Or likely doesn't work. What does Hexblade have? Archface spell? Bug that they apparently didn't fix from the stress test.
Those claws are deadly. Best be on my guard.
Now you're just gonna walk back? Okay. Immune frightened. Only testing I did today was layaway and bear percent. It was amazing. One of these. Change bows. Like Herald here? Like Herald here. Yeah, it's not applying that, but the big damage die. Do like. There's Bloodlust. And they're all dead. Goofing off the Blade Song Swashbuckler. Got a level 20 mod going. Fun. I know a lot of tabletop enjoyers are happy to see some more classes they're familiar with added, like Blade Singer in particular. Seen a lot of hype for. Days you. Push you. Not enfeebled, but that's okay. What a gape. Saved. Not the Bane, though. Blade Song seems like the least useful part of the subclass. Yeah, Revan, I'm not really overly interested in Bladesinger because of the overt long rest dependence, and you know how I feel about long resting. But like with all the other classes, I'm gonna give them all a chance. Don't believe in writing things off. It's crit. You're finally gonna long rest after 2 years? Maybe. A good fight, I guess. Back to Banshee. I can see the combat log magic arrows applied when you equip a weapon. That's cool.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
Valor Louvre. It's because finesse weapon sneak attack the longsword. Yeah, I play a lot of rogue. I use a lot of Valor Louvre on rogues. The previous run I completed was an Astarian Origin run. Played 1 fighter, 11 rogue, and I used Valor Louvre pretty much almost all of Act 1 and 2. Really good. Love that weapon. Let's throw on Flesh Melter Cloak here. Two invis bots. The combat reset. It's cool. Longsword's usable for rogues. There's 2 of them even. There's another one sold by the vendor in the Githyanki Crush. Lorethian's Wrath.
Better be cautious.
Also a very good weapon. Oh, like, cats? No? Fine.
One day, I'll catch a break.
I bet your dog. What's a dog doing? Athletics failed. Rude. Alright, the alpha down. There's no longer any threats. Yeah, welcome back, GG. Next way to wrap out the thing. Yep. Figured. What do you think? Hexblade, Hunter, Assassin? Hopefully it's my birthday. Happy birthday, Guava Chips. Alright, chat, you heard. It's Guava Chips' birthday. This is what the channel points are for. Acceptable. I know you guys can do better, but I'll let you off with a warning this time. I am out of short rest potions. I shouldn't fight these guys. We'll do an easier fight right now, then. Do limited our quags. It seems like a skill issue. I'm out of quags. Oof. Sucks to suck, I guess. With what would I multi-class Arcane Archer? The thing is, I wouldn't, really. Because as you level pure class, remember, Fighter gets an additional feat at level 6, but then, like every other class, they get a feat at 4, a feat at 8, a feat at 12. So, having 4 feats is pretty nice, but you get additional arcane arrows as you level, up to a maximum of 10, I believe at level 10. At Fighter level 11, you get improved extra attack, so that's 3 attacks per action, including your action surge. Not including haste and bloodlust, but including your action surge, so you could be spitting out 6 attacks before haste, bloodlust, or Terrazul enter the picture. Like, I don't see the need to multi-class. Maybe you do 11-1 with, like, Hexblade, or your favorite cleric, or wizard, or something, but, like, I don't know, pure class is pretty good. 696 bonk bucks, at least is a good number, even if small. It's not the size, Forest Fae, it's what you do with them. Kara, thank you for gifting us up to Nightbot. Fell into my trap. What are you doing? Can't take it? See, that's why I've never given it a permanent sub. Nightbot, one of my top earners. I eat? Oh yeah, I never ate. Yes. Oh. There you go. Stay hydrated? Of course. How's Arcane Archer been? Really good. Arcane Archer is very strong. Been enjoying it a lot.
That's a friendly looking shadow. I don't need any attention right now.
Perfect angle of chats there. Yeah, going like that. Yeah. Just ignore that? Okay. I clicked the right button, right? Sorry, I'm not good with technology. tummy hurts me after Big Lady's done with me.
You've made a grave mistake.
50 XP off. Kill the nurse inside the House of Healing.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
So I was supposed to decide what I would do with my next feat, and I kind of didn't.
You recognize the corpse being
not dead, merely medicated to ease the pain.
Open. Sharpshooter would be viable. Viable, but I don't really want to use it. It wouldn't benefit some of the stuff I'm doing. Some. Also, there's some targets where I've already had accuracy problems. Don't really want to increase that issue.
Breathe quiet. Move. Very well.
Right. We could take Dual Wielder, diversify our stat stick options, though before Act 3, there's not too much that's competing for at least this class. High elf, me too, bro. God damn it, dude. Well, Sniper Thorn Whip's not a bad idea. Good combat opener. I could ham. Don't really have the stat distribution to make great use of that. I'm very unsure. By the way, our romance scenes still work. Out here testing the important shit. Oh, good job. Oh no, Mark's stream is still going? Oh no. They're all night with the scammer are. Here, I'll message. Alright, I DM'd him. Hopefully he gets that. What do I take here? could take Defensive Duelist. So does Defensive Duelist apply for one attack or for the turn? Thanks. Oh, no, thank you for bringing it up, Tony R. Look out for your friends, you know? I forget a streamer I watched like 5 years ago. Forgot to end streams. Started. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. That's. Oh no. That's the worst case scenario. Oh no. That's just bad for everyone involved. Die of laughter. Oof. Oof. What if I Magic Initiate Wizard, take Longstrider, then I could pick up 2 cantrips. Scale off my current casting stat. That's fun. But nah, I don't think I want to do that. Let's take Crossbow Expert. When I played Hexblade, but it's just the Rat Bat. You got Hexblade's Curse, you got Hex. That's it. Do you take Monk so that it, you can attack with your Dexterity, and you can ability drain Dex instead of Charisma? Category just fat. Damn it, Danny. Our bat's two-handed? Oh, right, yeah, that will work. No Monk stuff, yeah.
Come to bask in the light of the absolute. How can I be of service?
Being stuck on Charisma scaling so... Ugh. That's the part I really don't like. Particularly for, like, accuracy. Unfortunately, Nair Mister is all of my fucking money. Buy Poisoner's Ring 2 over here.
And these are our allies.
It's worse. Oh, man. It does happen sometimes. Dual hand crossbows for a bit. We're level 8. Lantarv would have gotten new stuff. We could buy more short rest potions. We could sell more stuff to him. Work on that. X-Blade backlashes aren't okay. I don't think level 1 spells should be backlash for 12 plus damage. Like, why? X-Blade's silly.
Brothers, sister, pray with me while we wait.
The Absolute's war drums beat loud in your chest.
Oh yeah, another thing you could click trade is Staggering Smite. Rat Bat. Because unlike Wrathful Smite, Staggering Smite actually gets a relevant amount of psychic damage. What is the number? I don't remember off the top of my head. Let me look this up. Haven't moved on to Duelist Hexblade, which is monk compatible. True. Yeah, Staggering Smite is 4d6. So with Resonant Stone, up to 48 damage before factoring in Hexblade's Curse works on it. So 24, 28. Let's assume Formless Slaughter, 29. Yeah, 58 damage on a non-crit. Assuming max roll. Going to keep the Rotting Food. It's useful. You can destroy it for Arcane Acuity stacks if you're trying to build that up. If you're playing a Honey Badger Barbarian, you can eat it to poison yourself so you can rage without having to spend rage charges. Useful. This particular kind of rotten food, the spoiled treacle tart. I don't know how to pronounce the middle word there. You can also actually just eat that to heal. It's not even like the other rotten food. It's just a free action heal, like the suspicious meat and the dwarf pieces for dirge and raspberries. It's another one of those. Towels in the morgue are also good for that. They have 10 HP. Ooh, that's nice. I'm trying to sell enough to Lantarv to be able to buy Drake Throatglaive from Roa. Buying from Roa without having gotten a discount is really painful. I don't know why I'm continuing to put myself through that. I guess the lazy man works the hardest. We're not going too much longer, by the way. Another 26 minutes at the most. I'm going to give myself a hard stop at 10:30. Yeah, I couldn't control myself and get it in the 12-hour window. But considering the pre-gameplay stuff was like an hour and a half, I think, maybe dividing the pre-gameplay discussion and then the actual run into 2 works out. Maybe.
What's up for discussion?
Ever at your service. And
There's Drake Throat. I like the patch 8 so far. It's fun over Trials. I'm really enjoying the subclass I'm playing. If you take out bathroom breaks whenever you stop to blink, you really only stream for like 6 hours. I mean, technically I was streaming in the bathroom too. Not in the Dr. Disrespect way. Break Throat cold here? Yeah, so they've changed Elemental Weapon. It's no longer +1 attack and damage, and then the Elemental part. It's just +1 attack and then the Elemental part. So bear in mind, Elemental Weapon is slightly weaker than it was in patch 7. Oh, Acid. talk to Arabella before I forget about it. Getting the Shadow Blade ring would be nice.
You find Mum and Pops? I don't believe you. Yeah.
You know, let's bring Karlach to Dammon too. Or I continue to forget about that.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, did I see a typo? No, I didn't. My brain's just tired. Second half of stream? Okay, Alex. Probably like 20-ish more minutes.
Karlach?
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
only one way to find out.
Big ladies. Big ladies. Big ladies. Big ladies. A big lady and big lady.
You're all right. No burns. Can we go to bed now?
Shout out to big ladies. Could have done this without big ladies.
There's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours.
Yeah, sure thing,
won't stop
bro.
trying to figure out a cure.
Big ladies.
This is the best day. I know we have important things to... Oh, hi. Oh, come on.
Big ladies. Alright, what were we doing? Oh, yeah, I should check Mattis's stock.
In the market for something special?
Damn, it always ruins the vibe by creeping on the big ladies. He does.
Pleasure. Don't be shy.
Curious to see if the Justiciar Scimitar Shadowblade works. That might be different. Yeah. I know Shadowblade and Knife of the Underbound King, at least in the stress test, were just global, hey, I want advantage stat sticks. Which, as if Knife of the Underbound King needed more shit to do. Big intimidating ladies. Yep, can't forget that bit. It's very important. Hexblade Worms. God damn it, just Hexblade's curse on everything. The funny thing is, at level 9, Hexblade's curse is Rhapsody plus Formless Slaughter on damage. But hey, we have a way to put in perspective people who seemingly don't want to understand that Mutilated Carapace is broken. It is 1/4 of a Hexblade's curse. Which means it's broken. Oh, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I want a long rest. Level 8, and I could comfortably go into the Gauntlet of Shar. We're not gonna, but I could. Got a lot done on that rest. Hey, what's up, Starian? Everything okay?
The way she lived.
I don't remember that.
I let her use. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting. I thought it would be nothing at all.
Yeah, nothing happened. Hey, Shar, you have like anything to say? Do the mean locks? I did.
Poor Carla. She can find.
Alright, Shart has not really had much to do. I haven't had opportunities to get approval with her. Not really, so She hasn't told me about the whole Sharon thing. Kind of ran out of approval opportunities.
Devil to rescue. Too many.
The squid stopped big lady on big lady action. Shut up, squid. No big ladies. We'll get big ladies next time. He blocked. But also made Squid a big lady. Yeah, the randomizer did not make Squid a big lady. Fortunately.
Fear not.
Alright, Shadowblade ring. So Shadowblade was reworked in patch 8. Now, do you keep it when you don't have the ring equipped anymore? Let's test. So it's no longer concentration. And you don't even need to keep the ring equipped anymore. Alright. Broken. Busted. Silly. So you have advantage on attack rolls against lightly or heavily obscured targets when using this blade. When using this blade. I mean, technically, I'm using the blade, I guess. In a manner of speaking. Yeah, it's busted. Let's use it more. Let's put thunder damage on this thing. Yeah, I don't need AC. What are things gonna do? Hit me? Arcane Archer. Hey, JT Sonic. Poison EK is more of a demon. Yeah, 11 EK, 1 Hexblade. Disgusting poisoner. Happy patch 8 day, happy patch 8 day. Looking for balance mods in a few months, probably. Yeah, a lot of these new subclasses bring things to the table that are, ugh.
Whoever you are, leave. I shall carry out General Form's will alone.
Alone. Also, now we can draw a pretty clear power divide between classes that are balanced to the level of patch 8 subclass power and classes that are not. For example, I think people might finally stop pretending Battle Master is worth shit. That is not an attack at those of you who like Battle Master. Liking what you like is perfectly valid. Don't ever let people gatekeep you out of a class you want to play. In terms of class power, compared to the other fighter subclasses, it's getting smoked by not just 2, it's getting smoked by 3 now. Archfey, the Hexblade knocked it down another comparative rung. Paladin as a whole. Nuh-uh.
An open tomb. Empty.
No, there's clear power cliffs.
There's a trap.
You a Paladin enjoyer still? How dare you like what you like? Rude. No gatekeeping, only gatekeeping. Keeping that sounds,
That disc looks like it can move.
uncomfortable. Hexblade Clarcher. Hexblade, Death Cleric, Clarcher. Death Cleric, you pick up Divine Strike Necrotic, and you pick up You ignore necrotic resistance.
Some sort of temple. Looks
One
abandoned.
Tiefling Camp Party wants my company. Time for a new game. Failed the dating sim. Run it back.
Shah's warriors must not be caught, must not be tricked.
Be wary. This place is trapped. A voice.
Yeah, Hexblade Clarcher also clicking Branding Smite ranged and react to Divine Strike Necrotic.
Follow my voice and prove your worth.
Trap.
So tempted to make a Lulthorn Death Cleric, just kill all the people. Do it. Why wouldn't you? Do I have the mats for another Bloodlust? I do. Using good mats for it, but do it anyway. Let me go get Nightsinger's Favor first, actually. Maybe smart. Still think the Divine Strikes that get Marco are going to win over Death Cleric, but can still work. Yeah, I was more so thinking the appeal of, you have 2 target Bursting Sinew for Corpse Explosion for AoE when you need it. You have, Cleric Kit, Spirit Guardians and stuff, but ignoring Necrotic Resist does give you some pretty cool tools. Like, there'll never be a time where Hex isn't doing it for you. You could just fight Merkel and, like, stack Necrotic damage. The Channel Divinity is kind of wasted on a Clarcher, but meh. Worse problems to have.
This calls for careful footwork. Just out of view.
Shadowblade.
At the ready.
Death Clerics do get full weapon proficiency too. Yeah. Death, Tempest, War, all get that.
Let's see.
I'll go haste on there. We'll do Fistbreaker, Eversight, Necrotic Res. Yeah, I don't need more than 24 AC here, I don't think. Do I peg? I think I'm gonna go in with this little I do peg. Yeah. That emote. Thank you. Nature Cleric, the big struggle is getting weapon proficiency. Hexblade takes care of that. Wait, does Hexblade apply to Bussy? Does Nature Cleric, Divine Strike, Fire, Bussy, Hexblade, Marco, adding more words to make it even more confusing? I didn't think of Bussy. I'm always thinking of Bussy trade. Keep up. What is this sentence?
Best be on my way.
An opportunity for me to disappoint all of you.
You upset.
Don't waste a step.
It'll be over here, actually. Easy mistake. Hey, drop your weapon. No, that's okay. I forgive you. Die instead. Thank you. That's the Nemo. Line you're shooting in is counted AoE purpose, get around Sanctuary. Yeah, Sanctuary doesn't stop any AoEs at all, Dave. It's just direct targeting. Why does this remind me of those? That's what I call music CDs. Oh, the dueling commercials of that and Kids Bop. That's what I call bus. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Thanks for the push. That was actually very helpful. I can turn Call the Week back on now that all the spawns are finished. Why are you mad, Kara? What happened? Just clicking piercing shot is very fun. Piercing arrow. I like it. It makes me happy. It's very fun. Imagine if I did anything else. Because I can't. Or we spend a chat, the more we morph to one brain cell. Finally got Patch 8 downloaded. Don't think I'm ever using anything but Booming Blade. Can't trip again. Sound it makes. Hey, unlike Smite, Booming Blade's actually good. So, if you're going off sound design, big melee click, it's an upgrade. I'll take it. The animation, though, did you see the flick on that? She is slaying, and she knows it. Check this out, check this out. She's leaning back with it, too? Damage for warm poison, reserving roll of 2 on the poison. Big lady is nice with it, and she knows. She is goated with the sauce, as the kids say. Right, fellow youth?
Better than nothing.
That's your bossy idea, but I'm not happy about it. Sorry. I'm not. But sorry.
Better be cautious. Can't slow down.
Oh, she was gonna join stream at the halfway point. Hey, Shiny's fans. Messy, if you're here, I just opened... I didn't click on it, but I opened it, and I have some viewing to do. $507 damage push, yeah. When's the last time I saved? That clip today? Was it? It was? Why did I think that was, like... I guess, no, I wouldn't have streamed yesterday. Why did I... Why did I think that wasn't today? I don't think I'm okay. It's been 84 years. You said it, Jerry.
Free from the curse now. Perhaps you'll find peace.
X-Bussy is real. You even have Rhapsody on since it's laid in on Respect Dual Wielder. So Rhapsody, Marco, Hexblade, Bussy, Nature Cleric. See the vision. Let's see the promised land.
Always room for more.
You know, we could probably get Arsonist Oil going in that too. Arse Oil before the Bussy. Yeah, Arse Oil. Yeah. Arse Oil. Arsonist Oil. Arse Oil for sure. I'm mature. We're very mature. Sure, it's 10:33. Okay. Five more minutes. I want to get these gloves. Shadowblade just giving you advantage. Like, you don't even need to have the spell. You just use the ring and then unequip it. Like, what is this, man? So the days of letting Arabella die for like 20 more net XP, yeah, those are gone. Shadowblade's too good. Alright, whenever you hit a target with a spell or cantrip that uses a weapon, you gain Arcane Acuity. The condition on these has changed. Spell or cantrip that uses a weapon. So that is Booming Blade, the non-divine smites, Ensnaring Strike.
What's inside?
Broken Gloves, as in they never worked until today? Yes, today is the first day in the history of the game that those gloves have worked. Interesting they fixed those gloves to work with a very specific subset of things. I like it because we already had a helmet that's just acuity when you hit with an attack roll with a weapon. And we had two other hats that are, hey, when you do damage of this type. And we had an elixir that's just, hey, you're stuck at 3, sometimes 2. They gave it an actual interactive activation condition. Which I think is cool, and justifies the power of the item. I think that was well done. Doesn't say how much you gain. I'm gonna assume 1 stack. I've been in the patch long as layaway not working anymore. So people have mentioned layaway is not working, but it's working for me, Kara. I was told it didn't, and then I tested, and it works. Oh, we've been broadcasting patch 8 findings to Mark stream that's still on. Oh man, I hope he catches it soon. The Hex Bussy discussion is on it. Oh no, they don't have the context. Those of you over at twitch.tv/thepowerhour, it's only almost as bad as it looks. Sounds? Sounds. Didn't work for Aaron, worked for others for me. Might be vendor specific then. It worked on Roa, Dareth, Lantarv, Ali, Damon. Gotta drag something to the bag, just puts the bag in your cursor, can't do anything else. I didn't have that happen at all. Here, I'll show you.
I want to have a word. You do still need that bar.
Need anything?
See? You know, I believe you all slightly different experiences. Yeah, I'm just... Worked fine for me thus far. The elevator's all over again? Yeah. The elevator thing hasn't ever happened to me, but it has happened to others. Oh yeah, I guess heat convergence on piercing shot could be pretty good. I should consider doing that.
I'll be here if you...
Alright, that's stuff for tomorrow. We're actually ending. It's been 13 and a half hours. I got other things to do. That's it for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Lot of love. Thank you for the raids, for the gifted subs. Continuing tomorrow, I'll be live. More of this run tomorrow. In like 10 or 11 hours. So I'll see you there. Plenty of patch 8 runs from me in your future. Who's live? Where can we go? Elena's on. Let's go raid Elena. We haven't raided her in a bit. If you have my emotes, feel free to jiggle. Elena's awesome. You've definitely seen her around in various communities here in the BG3 directory. She's also a challenge runner. She's doing a duo run for the Scammer Hours. She's doing a duo run with a Giant Barb. Evil duo run. So sounds fun, sounds flavorful. Elena's great. Seriously, she's a very positive fixture in a lot of chats. So please give her lots of love. Hang out. Always respect channel rules, follow channel rules, all that's very important. Different streamers run their show different ways, so, you know, when in doubt, ask, whether it's about backseating, whether it's about, you know, what kinds of humor is okay. This is just something I say before I raid places, just as a catch-all, because, you know, don't be fucking weird to people. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay.